Hello and welcome to IRL F3 Preseason 2, and it's Spain. I'm gonna be your host, Sondre Sorhaug. I'm joined by Brandon Glover.
Hello.
And Mr. Glover, what do you expect today? There is no Tim today, and he dominated Belgium pretty much, so who do you reckon can stand out then?
Well, there's a few quick guys. Obviously, there's Tim who's not here. There's also Billy who's quick in the summer season, so maybe he could take advantage, and we'll see what he can do along with others.
Certainly. Billy will be one of them. The Ferrari team is looking strong for this season. But there are drivers that should be able to contest with him, I reckon. Especially the Sauber, well, not Sauber, but the Alfa Romeo team should be a good contender for them.
Well, it's only pre-season, just getting to know the cars, getting to know how quick, well, they are and the people around them. So, but everyone's still going to want to win, Just because it's pre-season, everyone's still going to be competitive. Still going to be some incidents maybe, and then we'll see. As it looks like some people have already gone out on track. James is the first one out. We'll see what he can do.
Well, James, as you also mentioned, also one of the drivers that is probably looking to get something out of this season. Couldn't really be up there with the quickest guys in F2 last season, but it did get a few decent results. Second part of his season was way better than his first. So I reckon he will try to go for the top step this season.
Well, if he keeps on track, keeps consistent, like you said, he had a good pace at the back end of last season, so if he can keep the form going, he will probably have a good chance to challenge for championship or wherever he wants to be, wherever his goals are. That's pretty much almost everyone's gone out on track now. About 5 or 6 people left in the pits. Quite a mixed tyre strategy though. A few hard, a few medium, a few soft. So I'll have to see what the weather is for the race.
Well, you have a good point there. Mixed tires can indicate that some people has noticed that it's going to be some wet weather in the race. It can also just indicate that some people aren't too confident in being able to pull off a one-stop with the softest tire.
Yeah, Michael is the only one on medium, so he's not out on track. He's just got them fitted in the garage. So I'll see if he actually wants to come out on them. Or everyone who is out on track is either soft or hard. As we've got some people starting their laps now. It seems James is the first one.
On the hards, looks like he's struggling a little with traction there.
Going for this corner, really easy to lose back end and bottle it into the wall. As is this corner as well, and he hits the gravel there, so a little mistake, he'll definitely be able to improve that if he just gets his line correct. And almost everyone now on track, still 4 people left. Obviously Matt Romano was retired as he usually does at the start of qualifying. People still staying in the pits though. I thought people would be coming out by now. I don't know what they're doing. Not coming out right at the start as you usually want to do. I'm going to see T. Johnnis here. Going to the head, but he's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Might put him off. We'll have to see. I think that is the Haas in front of him. It is. He's coming to the final sector now. Big fat curves. You want to hit him a little bit, not too much. Oh, and he loses the back end, almost spins around, so that's not the ideal way to take that corner. And we've also got some times on the board, 3 times already. 120.1 on the hard.
Didn't mention it that the Alphas could be a good contestant for the Ferrari team this season. And
well, the Hassan V3 is 1.2 off on the soft, so I'm guessing he made a mistake, and surely that wouldn't be his outright pace.
hopefully there was a mistake on that lap. Shane and the Red Bull is out on the lap 2, also on the hard tires, so a lot of the people wants to start on the hard tire.
So we've got Billy Moss still in the pits. We've got Michael still in there. Jerry Pope still in there. And one more. So, I don't know what they did. Well, I just have to say that Billy Moss has come out. Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, who has come out? That's Jeremy Pope.
You just actually mentioned another driver that I think can do well this season, and that is Jeremy Pope. He was also a driver who wasn't able to match the top guy's pace in F2 last season, but when it comes to this car, came to strategy and making the smart decisions in the races, he was usually good at that, and he did end up with multiple finishes inside the top 5 that you did not expect before the race ended, as he was starting far down the grid. So he's also a driver I reckon we should watch out for this season.
Possibly. We've got Carl Manson just on P7, miles of the pace of the soft, so I'm guessing he made a mistake, as did Martin King, but he's 17 seconds off, so he had a spawn zone just completely backed off. As everyone behind him is in the pits, so except for Jeremy Pope, who's on an outlap just about to start his lap.
Jeremy is the one who's
going. Well,
he goes in again.
Okay, what's he doing?
He's probably just tested out the track.
Okay. And we've got Jordan Langley just come out as well. He's on the mediums. He's down in last, obviously has a set time here, so we'll see what he can do. Lots of drivers finishing their first ones though, ended up in the pits, refueling, getting a new fresh set of tyres. As Shane goes P4 on the hard, almost a second off though, the Alpha. Of somebody's name I'm not going to say, because that's quite a big Norwegian name, I'm going to be honest. James, well, I say James. There we go.
Which Norwegian are we talking about right now then?
P1, Bjorn Einar Langfell.
Well, I gotta give it to you. Not too shabby for you, but it's kind of difficult to say with an English accent. But I would say something like Bjorn Einar Langfell.
Oh, why am I P1?
So you weren't too far off.
Jordan
Langley is starting a lap now in his Toro Rosso. What can he do?
Flat out through turn 3. Is he going to run wide? Alder, no, he isn't. Turn 4, this is where the Mercedes spawned just a few seconds ago. By hitting the grass on the outside, he doesn't do that, that's quite good. Through there, it's turn 5. Very difficult without ABS on. He seems to be quite cautious on this lap. You know, not really hooking on the corners that well, I'd say, but it's definitely not the worst we've seen. He could maybe get quite high up in that top 8 of only 8 drivers to set a lap earlier though. He's stuck in it though.
Well, I will have to say that Jordan is probably one of the drivers I know the least about, especially when it comes to pace-wise and just strategy calls, all of that. I don't have he's a pretty new driver to the league, so we'll see if he can impress in his season. And look at this, that is not too shabby. Third on the medium tires so far.
We're saying James is on an outlap, he's just starting his lap now. He's on the hards, he's on the same hard tyres he was on before, so he set a lap, pitted, and came out on the same tyres, so
interesting. In the meantime, Billy is about to finish his lap on the medium tires, so we'll have a look at what he can do first as he comes through the last corner now.
It's gonna be close, possibly.
And it will be
good lap.
A 19.6, and that is a good lap by him.
too bad. Callum Manderson is on an outlap. He's losing the car even on an outlap. We've got Martin Kingdom. I was going to say Kingdom Martin, that's still PSN. And on a lap, he's going to try and improve on his lap, which is quite far off.
We also have Thomas McIver coming into the last sector now in the Merc on medium tires. I gotta say, I'm a little surprised by how early everyone is on mediums, because if they're actually going to start on mediums, they should have waited to the last few minutes. And look at that by Thomas, goes over the line with a 19.1.
Quick laps there. We've got T. Jonas, whose name I probably can't say either. He's on the soft, but he's got them fitted in the pits.
Alright, so that would be Halvor. I'm not exactly sure how I would pronounce it. Sjøntvedt. It can be a little difficult pronouncing some of these Norwegians' name in English, but obviously I'm Norwegian, so I can do my best. But just saying it with an English accent, you get a little thrown off.
Michael goes P7.
Oh, Christos has gone with 4th there, so.
A yellow flag somewhere. Oh, that's it's Billy. He's lost his wing. He's hit the wall. That is 2.
Oh, and Callum Anderson is about to start his lap on the hard tires.
Where is he, Callum? He's down P12. He was definitely going to want to improve on that. Let's see what he can do. Misses turn 1, but it went too bad. He's revving the hell out of that engine, a bit like you, Sondre. He's going to blow up his gearbox.
Do we really have to mention me?
I'm sorry.
I'll just say it straight away then. Yeah, I do have a kind of an issue with this game and the gearbox, with just blowing it every other race certain times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of losing the back end a little.
Let's see if he's up on his time at the end of this sector. In sector 2, just after this hairpin here.
Well, he's up.
X, I think. Yeah, by 1 second, so that would put him. Well,
he
would improve by second, but he wouldn't improve position, yeah.
But obviously, if he's improved so far, he might improve in the last sector too, so.
Billy's struggling out there, he's spun again. Twice in a few minutes. So not going too well for him, even though he's in P2. What's Callum doing? He's coming around the far corner. And he goes P2. Still 1.6 seconds off there, but he's on the slow tyres, so I'm like. Still, well, 2 people yet to set a time, but one of them is yet to retire. 5 minutes to go, so we'll see what everyone can do now. So it's quite a big margin though, isn't there, between P1, P2, all the way down to P7. P7's 1.1 seconds behind. So, people are going to have to improve like quite a bit if they want to, get onto the front row, wherever their target place is. 1.8 down to Shane, P12. And 2 is on the lap. I think Callum's on in lappies and 0 ERS, as is.
I don't think there is anyone
I don't think anyone's on the lap
right now.
Nah, nobody is. Everyone's coming in for a refuel for fresh tyres, and then they're going to go for a lap at the end, I think. So it might have a bit calm here before the storm. Possibly. So, Sondre, as everyone's pitting, who do you think's, looking at the current times, who do you think's going to get pole?
What?
Who do you think's going to get pole, looking at the current times? Who's the best bet at the moment?
I gotta say, some people have surprised me by their pace right now. I didn't expect Jordan Langley to be as far up as he is right now, so he's surprising. Christos in 4th is also surprising a little. I know he's just started to play the game, so he's also showing good pace right now. But right now, two strongest people looks like Thomas and Billy. But I don't know, we haven't really gotten a lap from Jeremy yet, and
Yeah, 2 people coming out, got 3 now actually.
And well, Halvor John Fett is one I think he might get pole actually if he can really get his lap together.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to go for the Mercedes Thomas. He's 4 tenths at the moment. You know, if he can just improve by a little bit, it's gonna be hard for the others to catch him. Everyone's coming out on mediums, and we got a yellow
first
flag.
one to start the lap though.
Okay, maybe not.
James is entering the last sector right now. Billy's behind him.
Oh, by the way, Thomas is fitted softs. He hasn't come out of them yet, but that's quite interesting.
Callum is behind. Shane is behind. Alright, so I think James is the first one to start his final lap, and he's out on medium.
Actually, no, he hasn't. Oh, has he got enough time to do 2? No, he hasn't. Unless he does 2 laps on the bounce, so he hasn't enough time to do. Cool down lap in between. So here he goes. Let's see what he can do. Into turn 1, brakes pretty decently. Clips the curves nicely, that was good through there. Can he go flat through? No, he can't in turn 3. Lifts off. Oh, and that could be invalid there. James, he might just got away with it actually. That was very close. Yeah, he's still pushing. He's in overtake ERS, which is not ideal. You want to be in hot lap for the corners.
Yeah,
so he might run out of ERS.
You gotta remember it is F3, so like they're trying to get to grips with everything, and
yeah, I know. I'm like judging them as if it was F1, you know, like hitting F8.
I would also be in hot lap because you get much more grip out of the corners, but I also know that it,
more speed in the lower gears.
like if you're starting to switch between ERS modes, fuel modes during a lap, you can get distracted. So I'm just gonna assume that James
Billy's
is
spun a 3rd time now. Billy's
not doing
round
it
again.
to avoid that. Oh, and look at this. Thomas is going out on the soft tires.
Soft, only
as James goes pole with a 1:18.9 so far, and that is a good lap by him.
Might have one on the mediums.
Billy has
maybe not by Thomas on the softs.
Well, shall we see? Halvor is in the last sector, but he seems like he's backed off. I think he's actually conserving to do another lap now.
James' side, yeah, he's still for the day. Let's go on board. I'm going to go on board with Thomas, see what he can do on the softs. Come on, final.
It's going to be interesting. Oh, yes, that is James, I believe, who was standing there.
Yeah, he's retired on purpose, I think. Oh, and Thomas didn't get time for. Oh, he did. He just crossed the line.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be close
like in
because
Monza real life this week. Very close to the science. Just about got it in. All my science can he improve? Take pole. You think he would on these softs, but mistake.
Who's ahead there? I can see Michael and Jägermal pretty much striving together right now in the last sector. They're both going to pass the line. As Michael is passing and going 4th, Jägermal is going 3rd. Langfield out of the last corner. What will he do? He goes 3rd, so a good lap there. Halvor is in the last few corners. The same is Shane right behind him. What can these two do? Out of the last corner, over the line. Shane retires. Halvor goes second.
What can Thomas do?
But what about Thomas on the soft tires? It should be pole, and it is, but though, going on the soft tires, he is... He literally has one chance in this race now, and that is to pull away straight away, because if he doesn't, he will have a major strategy disadvantage. But it's not too shabby though, not more than 1.88 separating first to 12th, so...
Too bad. But where was Jeremy Pope? And what is he doing? Down there, P13, 4.3
he probably didn't get a proper lap in. But if we take away Thomas with the soft tires, it's actually not more than 1.3 seconds separating the whole grid, so it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top in the race then.
We'll see.
Looks at least very close. And I can see that Bran has taken a short trip into the stream. However, I think I said Bran, but I do mean Cooper.
Yeah, I was wondering what you're on about there. I'm here, Sondre. Hello.
My bad. But I do believe he should be driving in F2 right now, so...
Indeed.
And Matthias Mandrup, that would be... I think that is a new account for Blue Sky if you...
Okay.
So that should be then Matthias Johansson. I am fairly certain it should be.
That's a run through the grid, Sondre, maybe?
You can run to the grid, Bran.
Okay, so let me get the names back up, I've lost them. On pole is Thomas on the soft tyres. He's going to be pitting a lot earlier than the other drivers, so he's going to be doing a 2-stop or stretching out long for a 1-stop. P2, we've got James. Well, he's probably in the prime position to win this race, despite being second. He's on a better strategy, you'd think. He'd be in for a good start. Third is T-Jonas, that's what I'm going to call him.
Go with TJ.
A bit like James. TJ, okay. A bit like James, he's going to be hoping for a race win. He's got good pace, evidently by qualifying third, he's got a good strategy. Langfell, that's what I'm going to call him.
It's not too far off Langfell.
Langfell.
There you go.
There we go, he's lining up next to his teammate. Oh, there are going to be any team orders? Possibly. P5, we have Jaeger Mal Johnson. It's pretty much the same sort of strategy. You'd think everyone's going to be pitting around the same time, undercuts, overcuts, he might bring that into play. We've got Billy Mossam. I know he's got good pace in the summer season. He's going to be hoping to go forwards. We've got Michael, not Michael Marlowe, Michael Makono, I think.
Makono, yeah, I'm not completely sure how to pronounce it, but...
In the Toro Rosso, he's just ahead of his teammates, similar to the Alphas. His teammate is
Jordan Langley.
Sorry, it's Jordan Langley, I managed to say. P10 is Takis, that is... That's less big. Christos, I think. Let's go with that. And we've got Martin Kingdom and the lights are on over to you.
And I'm not really getting a good view right now. There we go. Not getting any lights though, but there they went out, and it's a bad start by Thomas. And look at this, and one of the Alphas is getting really pressured by the two Toro Rossos. And we can see a Haas running wide. We almost got a Grosjean moment there.
How is that Mercedes kept the lead? You got a terrible stop. Oh, and there's that's Matthias. He joined late, he's gone off, he's last.
That is too bad for Matthias, but it is pre-season, so damage is off for today.
Yeah, so they better carry on.
just be able to get a better sense of what people pace is, and pretty much to give them a chance to go further into the race. But look at this though, Thomas is not able to pull away at the moment. He has TJ right behind him.
So, I think the main thing that Thomas wants to do now is just pull away, get the biggest gaps he can until his tyres start going off.
Yeah, and look at this
Get
too,
out
there
of
is
that
a
DRS.
train behind the Haas driver at the moment. Both the Toro Rossos looks eager to take that position. And what about TJ on Thomas? With no DRS he cannot get past, but I see one of the Toro Rossos getting past the Haas driver into turn 1. I can also see Billy attacking the other Toro Rosso, that's Michael. And right now, I can see that.
Side by side for P12, that's Matt and Sears.
Ooh, and look at that! It's. Wait. That is the McLaren of Martin Kingdon who got past Shane. As the timings is not working properly, as it says Martin is way behind Billy, although we know he isn't.
Oh, what is happening for the timings? It's saying James is. It's. Oh no, it's just
I'm not really getting much timings now, so.
Yeah, the glitch just glitched out, really, hasn't it? This is not good.
We're gonna have a look though. We can see that James has dropped a little off. And it looks like it's closer for the drivers battling for fourth right now, as we can see that Jordan Langley is the one who's had the by far best start, moving up 4 positions, just 3 laps into the race as he goes defensive into turn 1, and the Haas thinks about it, but he stays behind for now.
Oh, is he going to switch back over to 3? No, he's too far back. Let's make a move into 4.
And it looks like the timings have gone back to normal right now, which is a good thing. Makes it way easier to actually know where the battles are. And right now we can see that it is the Haas of Jägermal that is close on the back of Jordan Langley.
With a train going in, the DRS train, it's going to be hard for people to back to overtake.
Yeah, it's not really the
my God,
look at Jägermal. That is a dive bomb and a half, but it does not work out. He goes deep.
Wow.
And he actually just loses time to Jordan right now, and he's right under pressure from Michael. Gotta say, we gave a shout out to the Alpha team and the Ferrari team in quali today, but a team we didn't really see coming this high up is the 2 Toro Rossos. As we can see Michael going for the inside on Jägermal. We can also see some moves behind.
That's going to spin him round.
And that is a spin. And I believe that was Martin who's got a little caught up by it. Fortunately for Martin right now, there is no damage, so he didn't lose that much from it. He might have lost the position.
My opinion. Oh, battle for the lead though. 3-way battle. Maybe Thomas's side's going off already. There's only lap 3.
Oh, well, we're at lap 4 and the soft tires does not feel good for long, so it looks like that's the case now. It doesn't look like the soft tires has the grip anymore, and you can see this that both the McLaren and Alpha is right on his tail right now.
But Langfeld right behind Martin Kingdon. Nothing really going on there. Can't have taken the final step though. Quite spread out at the back though, from 9th down. It's quite spread out. But ahead of that is.
Oh, I think your mic cut out for a moment there, Brad. something.
Sorry for a second.
But look at this though. Oh, and the McLaren of James has gotten past Thomas. What about TJ? TJ right on the back. Oh, and TJ baits Thomas into going defensive into the corner. Maybe losing a little cornering speed there, but... Oh, and look at TJ on the inside, and that is a pretty clean move. He did not push Thomas out wide, but they're still side by side. What can they do now? Oh, Thomas tries to go around the outside in the gravel, and
it's a bottle. Oh, and he's
it's gonna be hard now.
As well. Someone collected him. I'm not sure who that was.
I'm not sure either, as I can't see anybody else who's lost a lot of...
overtaken by the Haas.
Oh, look at this train. It's the Haas, it's the Red Bull, and it's the McLaren. It's actually an Alpha right behind there too.
So Thomas has gone from first all the way to last. It's one lap.
Yeah, I think he wanted to showboat a little by going on the soft tires there, but it looks like it's going to backfire heavily. But look at this though, Shane on the front straight. Can he get past Digamal? He's on the inside, he should be past. What about Martin on... Well, I believe Martin was actually defending from the Alpha there, but he did so well. Oh, and Digamal. That is a corner where we can see people do that. And Martin Kingdon, that's actually a driver we haven't mentioned much yet, but I know that both you and me have driven against him, well, in quite a lot of races before actually, and it would be nice to see him kind of get back to his old pace, because we both know he would definitely be up there fighting for the championship if he gets back to it.
Yeah, he definitely probably dominating this field if he had his old pace.
Oh, definitely. But right now, though, he seems to be improving. He's doing better than he did in Belgium. Although in Belgium, I do believe he might have been in some collisions. I can't remember exactly.
Shane, he cuts the corner massively. He pretty much didn't even bother taking that corner. I don't know if he'll get a penalty for that. And they can't get away with it.
But Martin is under pressure now from Björn Einar Langfjell. Going down the main straight, Björn Einar on the inside with DRS. It should be an easy move. Martin tries to fight back. He tries to make his switchback work. He might actually get... Oh, but he goes wide in this corner. Manages to keep it on track, but he does not get back past. As we see a small mistake from the Alpha there too.
We have TJ in DRS of James out front.
Oh, and they're getting close to the final sector and the long straight then.
James was wide, I guess, in the gravel a little bit. He's lost 2 tenths there.
Oh, and look at this.
Wow,
they're going to be close. They're going to be battling.
I think this is going to be about turn 1 on lap 8. 3 tenths now. He's way quicker than him. Look at the confidence he's got.
I'm just gonna mention it right now, but James does not have the best exit, and look at this, TJ is gonna get right back at him with DRS, and DRS in overtake. He goes to the inside, and it's moved down before the corner. And it's an Alpha in the lead, but look at James though. James is gonna fight back for this position.
Yeah, he runs wide. Did the same thing Martin did just a few minutes ago.
Exact same thing too, actually.
Yep.
And the exact same 2 cars against each other. Oh, but TJ losing it a little there.
Oh, yellow flag. That is...
I'm not sure who it is, but Matthias has just lost his position to both Jeremy and Matt Romano. Matt, as you know, never does quali.
He may not be the quickest driver, but he's very Nice person. If you don't know, he raises money for charity. Every lap he does at PSGL, I'm not sure he does it in other leagues. He donates $1 to breast cancer, and he's also, I'm not sure, very soon he's doing a 24-hour live stream cancer as well. So
next weekend, that is next weekend.
Yep.
I believe, at least. Don't hang me if I'm wrong, but I think it is next weekend that he does his 24-hour stream.
Yep. Oh, wow, Billy, right?
So I believe that. Ooh, Billy with an easy move on Jordan. Ooh, and look at Shane.
Well.
Shane around the outside in turn 1, gets the inside in turn 2, and he's gotten past
Once again,
Jordan.
they get the run wide. Jordan moves wide.
And look at this, TJ is pulling a little away from James right now, and Shane actually, he struggled a lot last season in F2 too, but right now it looks like F3 is gonna be better for him. He's up in 4th position now, moved up 8 positions since the start of the race.
I think Jordan Langley's lost a bit of pace now. He's been overtaken twice.
And he's under attack from the other alpha of Longfield right now.
He has some DRS to Shane,
a little behind in the background there too.
Langfeld right behind him. 3/10 per second.
3/10, but the problem for Langfield will be that Jordan also has DRS on Shane, or does he?
Oh, he's right behind him. Could go for a move there, just in the slipstream. Oh, he has no DRS.
Langfield will have this position. There is no DRS for Jordan, and an easy move. Well, what about Shane? Shane on Billy. Billy stays ahead.
That's very tight then. Just about avoid contact. Right on the limit to thing of space. While that was happening, Jeremy Pope spun round. He's lost the place to Romano down in E12 and 13.
Matt Romano, as if you haven't figured it out yet, after our talk about his 24-hour stream, his charity, he's obviously gonna be in the Racing Points. That's pretty much the only car I've ever seen him in, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he was in the Renault with me for a season in the SGL, but otherwise he's always in the race. But and Shane spins round Billy. He's broke too late. Oh, that was.
Well, I think you mean that Billy spins around, you mean?
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Shane broke too late.
You mixed them up a little there. But look at this though, this has created a massive train behind Billy right now.
Oh, yeah,
with Shane, Longfield, Jordan and Martin Kingdon. And Martin Kingdon has a run at Jordan.
Oh, as does Longfield and Shane. Shane gets to go around the outside.
Oh, and Longfield gets a spin. It looks like both the McLaren and the Toro Rosso managed to get past without much problems, but gotta say, oh, Matthias into turn 1 on Yigimal, the two Norwegians battling each other.
Shane is staying with Billy. Let's hope he doesn't spin him again. What sort of happened in that last lap incident? He spun him, but then hit him again, which corrected him, so he didn't spin the whole way around, which will help Billy.
Yigimal almost out in the gravel there. It was actually a bit. Oh, and there he is out in the gravel. And I'm not sure what happened. I just think he went a little wide, and that promotes Matt 1 position up to 11th. Oh, and look at this. Shane is right behind Billy now.
Yeah, he could be going for a move into turn 1. He cuts the corner again. He's the first time I've seen him. Oh, and Billy pits.
He's really shafting that corner. As Billy pits, we are actually at lap 12 now, so we are inside the pit windows for the guys going over to the hard tires.
It's got tires to go onto, hard.
Something I wonder is Nah, Thomas did go over to the medium, so he hasn't stayed out until now.
Yeah.
And Jordan still right behind Longfield here. Martin King into the pit.
I think Martin's going for the undercut there. So we'll see a lot of people pitting this lap, I think, just to cover off that, possibly.
Definitely.
Jordan. Pretty tense finds Langfeld. We've got Matthias is closer to his teammate Billy, actually. I know he's dropped back a little bit now, 9/10.
Question for you, Brian. What do you think is the most used number on cars on this game?
69.
So it's not just me who feels like, yeah, I'm seeing it on like every other
it's
car.
On my car, I'm gonna admit, you know.
Oh my god, Brad.
So.
Are you one of those two?
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
Ah. Ooh.
Oh, and Langfeld pits. I
thought Shane went off there, but he went a bit in the gravel, but he didn't went off.
So who was Langfeld fighting before he pits? He was round the battle with Martin, was it?
Around Martin, Jordan, and...
Oh, and that's Matthias. He spun round on the final corner. He's hit the wall. Oh, and he's been reset to track. Okay,
and he's been riding. Rookie mistake there.
Oh, he's gonna do it again.
Gets reset, 30 tires, goes right on the power.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Unfortunate. Well, virtual safety car, I didn't realise. Virtual safety car. So, could see some more pit stops here actually. This could help people out if it stays out longer.
Well, yeah, could be. We could see some pit stop if it's over there, so didn't last for long.
It was only a little instant, obviously no damage, so nobody actually crashed out. Although Jerry Peppers retired, I didn't notice that, so he's given up.
Well, let's have a look at Martin King then. He's out on hard tires. He's trying to undercut. Who is he trying to undercut again? I think it will be Jordan.
James broke about probably 100 meters too early for the pit lane and then just like...
really don't want that speeding limit then? Speeding penalty, as we can see that Christos has gotten it.
So T. Jones comes out, he's going to come out in traffic.
Oh, and look at this, Martin is right on the back of Matt Romano. He has DRS, it should be an easy move to make.
Oh, Matt's on the grass.
As he passes, and I can see Jordan coming out of the pit, and the undercut has worked for Martin there. I also see Christos like right behind Jordan there.
So just with James breaking early, he's lost 2 seconds there. It's like interesting. Matt's still 5/10, 6/10 behind.
Yeah, he's lost 1 second. He was behind by 2.3 around there, so.
Oh, he's getting a bit of time back now. He was 4 seconds behind a minute ago. So, yeah. Still, you know, in Formula 1, just a few tenths of a second loss is quite a big deal. So.
Oh, true.
Could cost him. Maybe penalties and stuff. I haven't actually seen too many people get that many penalties, so might make a difference.
And look at this, Matt Romano is keeping up with Martin King right now on his old hard tires as they come into the last sector though. That should be where it's difficult to keep up.
So Martin were a bit wide, he might also have time there. That's Takas Cal, that is Christos. He's just dropped out of the DRS range.
Oh yes, but look at this though, Matt. He's in DRS on Martin. Can he go for a move? He's a little too far behind.
Shane,
you're right. Shane is right behind Langfield.
Langfield just overtook him then. Turn 1.
I'm just wondering, but weren't Billy behind Shane before their pit stop?
No, I think Billy was just ahead by a few tenths. Shane couldn't get past him. And Billy went for an undercut, and it definitely worked out for him. It's now only 3 seconds ahead of Shane.
Interesting. Oh, look down in 11th. We have Michael still on the medium tires. Is he gonna try to take them to the softs? That would be...
That wouldn't work, I don't think.
Well, that's gonna be a little suicide considering race pace, but...
Yeah. So Jordan on the back of Matt now. It might be an easy move. Got a yellow flag. Who's that? Oh, it's Matthias. His day's gone from bad to worse to absolutely horrible. Danny's retired. He's given up.
Yeah, and the second retirement of the day. The first one was Jeremy. Second one is now Matthias, and
here's Jordan on Matt down the side.
Oh, Jordan on Matt.
Matt lets him through.
I don't know. Looks like Matt tried to brake late and maybe battle, but realized it would be difficult there.
Shane is the only one oh no, he's not the only one DRS. Matt is still in DRS range of Jordan.
He is still...
Shane has now dropped out of DRS range. As Christos is now in DRS of his teammate, so maybe a bit of team orders here, we'll see.
Could be. I gotta say, thinking about it, I think the Racing Point team might be the oldest team on the grid this season. If we take average...
Matt's lost it.
Oh,
he's in the gravel.
Well, that is not team orders.
Nope. Well, if it is, it's some weird ones. Shane right on the back lap. Well, he's going to go for
Shane on Langfield. It's Alpha versus Red Bull. They're going to go side by side.
Oh, he pushes him.
Leaving each other space. But who's going to come out on top? It looks like Shane has gotten the position, but Langfield might be coming back into the next corner.
Down the inside, he's on the grass.
They're still side by side, but Shane should... Oh, with the inside now, I believe he will have it.
Still there, but Shane's got it now, yeah. Still side by side, but Shane should have him for the next corner, yeah. He's ahead.
And Shane has the position, but that was some fine moments by these two, showing each other respect.
Oh, he's hit him, Shane. Oh, what's he doing there? He tried to go down the inside for the fast right hander, realised, oh no, I can't do that. Went back left, but he didn't have the gap, and he just nudged Shane a little bit, which made him get back through.
Oh,
You'd think Shane get right back past him again. Oh, he's almost spun it then on the curb. So close, a bit lucky there. Good car control in the end, just to save it. As again, Shane is the only one I've seen cut the corner as much as he does. He cuts it a lot. He obviously must be getting away.
I can tell you that. Today it's only the preseason, but when we actually come to this race in the season and it's actually an official round, there will be penalties awarded for cutting the corner like that, because I know that you can cut it like that without getting even a warning. And that's what I think Shane has realized too.
Yeah. Oh, Shane right on the edge of the limit there, just nudging the grass. We've seen people in qualifying do that and spin out, so he's pushing, but he's not pushing enough because Langfell is pulled away from him.
Well, I gotta say, he's pushing and he's trying to stay with him, but I think it's difficult through that sector with the dirty air.
Yeah.
However, this last sector, more slow corners, less dirty air. So maybe he can get close enough to... as he's actually lost a little in that corner. It doesn't look like that corner is Shane's best corner. He's just within right now.
Oh, right,
when he messes up the corner, have to cut it.
That's a bit. That's the biggest he's got there I've seen. That's That's
Well,
too far now.
that cut wasn't an intentional cut. I think he
You know, he could have still made the corner. I
took the
think.
curb too much. He realized that he messed up the corner. He took the warning. Because that much, I don't think you can take that corner without getting a warning.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
Shane,
hope
I'm
not.
looking at his ERS. He's got none. He's got 10. He's got 11%. So he needs to stop saving. He needs to get down to 0.
If you have a look at Longfield, he's up to 46%, so he's a
Yeah,
little
he's
better with conserving his ERS right now. What about the top drivers? TJ with 60%, James on 48, so...
Billy on 14.
Yeah, Billy's also using a little more than he should, probably, but... he's trying to catch up to these two front runners. Martin Kingdon 45%, so he's also trying to conserve his CRS. Jordan 32, so yeah, I would say that.
Okay, Shane's done it again. Shane cut the corner again. He's doing this on purpose now. He did exactly the same thing. Yeah, we said this in round 1 in Britain, which you can. Is round 1 Britain, Sondre?
What?
Is round 1 Britain? Oh, Shane was lost.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, we could see some of this in Britain as well. You can run wide at some of the corners, run very wide at some of the corners and get away with this, and have to enforce a few rules there ourselves.
Round 1 is Britain, yeah, and that is next weekend.
Yep. So
There's
Shane got the
also
final corner, but then
a
he
few
also went deep
corners.
into one.
Talking about Britain, there's a few corners there that we might implement some straight up penalties for certain track extendings, like stove or cops. Well, cops I think you actually get warnings, but stove you don't. Or am I mixing them around? No, there is no battles right now, but Britain, Brad. Which one is which one? Stove and cops. Which one is the one you can track extend without getting penalty?
You can track extend both actually. Oh, that's what Shane. Right, okay.
Oh, well, this time he got a penalty.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose. You can tell. Shane, we know you're doing it.
He's desperate to keep up now.
Yeah. You know, just for his actions, we probably should give him a penalty in the pre-season. Just like
it's pre-season, but now to the other cuts, if it was the normal race in the season, he would have gotten a penalty for shafting that corner too much. But the way he's shafted it the 2 last laps, now he's gotten a warning the last lap and he got a penalty this one, so he's gotten a 3-second penalty. He hasn't gained 3 seconds on cutting that corner that much 2 times.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I think he's just desperate to try to actually stay in that battle, but...
Yeah, but you can't cut the corner, you know?
But obviously, but if you're that desperate that you're starting to cut the corner like that and ends up with 3-second time penalties, you're already, like, kind of kicking yourself out of the battle, so...
Just thought I'd mention, James is catching TJ out front 1.7 seconds now. Let's watch Shane, let's see if he does it again. He just does the exact same thing.
He gets it a little less this time.
He knows he can't get away with it now.
Gotta say, it's a little interesting to see people finding alternative lines.
He's cutting that left-hander on purpose. Sorry, he's turning it early on that left-hander on purpose, I should say. Just so he gets like a... So he pretends that he's lost the car and has to cut the other corner, but we know what he's up to.
Well, kinda,
like in Monza quality, where the Hulkenberg went off on purpose, just so he could get behind the pack. We know what he's up to, you know.
Oh, having shots at Hulkenberg, are we?
I'm saying what happened, yeah. Anyway, back to the action. We've got Langfeld catching Billy with 1.3 seconds. That's the closest battle out of track it is.
And it's a kind of a shame, but James has lost a little time to TJ now, so
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's Langfield and Billy that is the closest thing to a battle right now. To be fair though, if Langfield keeps driving like he is right now, we could have a battle on our hands in possibly a lap.
Yeah, we've got Thomas in the Mercedes, obviously started on pole down at 11, had a few incidents. He's on fresh mediums, he put in like a lap ago. He's 1.2 behind you, so he's going to make a pretty comfortable move, you'd think. Because Langfield's now in the
I gotta say though, Bran, we're 23 laps into the race and no lapped cars yet.
Let's see what Michael is.
No one is actually close to getting lapped yet either.
No, Michael's in last two corners. CJ, yeah, he's not close at all.
It's 52 seconds from Michael up to TJ, so
yep. Yeah.
That is good to see.
Thomas right behind you, Igmal now. Alder, P10. No, don't go down the inside there, he's hit him. Oh my god, just wait, mate, you're on. Come on, man. You're on fresh tires, you're gonna get him. Just wait, please. Don't cause an incident, right? Come on.
Bran, let him be a little feisty. He's on medium tires, he wants to get past. Let's see a brilliant overtake.
Oh god, he's close. He's gonna like dive bomb into the head and take it 1 hour, isn't he? Oh, and Negwer lose it a bit. Oh, he is as well. DRS, he's going for it. Oh, he hasn't failed me, but maybe he's listening to the stream. He's listening to the stream, he heard me.
Nah, he hasn't seen the stream. He just knows that he will get passed on the long straight again if he does it there.
Yeah. Langfeld. This run 4 cents behind. Oh, he's got past him.
Oh, but look at that one though.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I was looking at Langfeld.
I did not see that one coming. But now Langfield is right on the back of Billy. Alpha versus Ferrari, little brother against big brother.
As mentioned, Matt Romano's been on hard for 23 laps now. Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, he might actually go over to the softs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely going over to the soft. He wants that fastest lap.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Now, I'm gonna pay attention to that this time. I want to see him get the fastest lap when he's on the softs then. Oh, as Langfield shafts that corner a little too much.
Shane gets another 3 second time penalty. He should have about 30 seconds worth by now, probably.
I don't think he's got that much, but
he really much deserves it.
Oh, calm down, Norbran. He's only trying to test the track limits.
Oh, he's certainly been doing that.
It's pre-season testing, checking where he can track extend and not.
Oh, he would, if we didn't tell him, he'd do exactly the same thing in the normal race. Yeah. So
probably, yeah.
Shane, if you're watching the stream live or you're watching it back, not live, we've got our eye on you, right? Listen.
Oh, we got our eye on everyone. Well,
yeah.
Not at the same time. That would be a little difficult. As we can see that the Alpha driver is getting closer and closer to Billy now. He's within DRS. He's within a half a second actually. He might be going for a move if he can get this last corner right this time.
Oh, not really.
It looks like he got a half spin, but it looks like he has a good exit. I would say he's a little too far behind, but let's see.
Wow.
He has a lot of VRS to use, and look at this around the outside.
Wow, brilliant move, great move.
And that was a brilliant move there.
Yeah. Man, what is Billy's shot speed? That was terrible straight on speed.
He did not
three,
look
oh, that's
well.
why he's on 3%
Yeah,
ERS.
he probably didn't have enough to.
Yeah, he needs to start saving. Get it off. He's on 3 now. He needs to get on 0. He's got 5%. What's he doing? Maybe he doesn't know how to
He's
save
staying in high. That's his issue right now.
Not good. Oh, now he's listening. He's put it down to 1. Get on to 0. Put it to 0.
Would almost think it's your teammate or something. Put it down to 0. Put it down to 0.
Yeah, he's listening to the stream. He's listening.
Oh, he's actually put it down to 0 now. He might actually be listening to the stream then.
Right, Billy, put it into high. Yeah, you might do it now. Put it into high on the straight and put it in 0 on the corners. Alright? If he does this now, I'm gonna love it. Some coaching.
I'll bet you he goes overtake on the straight and not high.
Come on, up high. Yeah, there we go.
Nah!
Oh, he's got an overtake.
I called it.
Wow.
This is an issue. He should save up more to get back.
Yeah.
But right now, looking at how Longfield is pulling away, I don't know if Billy can get back.
Matt is on soft.
Oh, Matt's on soft. Let's see if he can take fastest lap down. I'm assuming that he's about to start his first actual lap on the soft tires now.
Yeah, he's on 0 laps. This is his out lap, and he's even backing off. He's going for a quali run.
Let's see. So Thomas is. Oh, but Thomas wants that fastest lap. He's bidding for soft now, and it's a 21.3 so far. That is the fastest lap. So let's see. What can Matt do?
He's gonna block him.
No, he's not gonna get his attempt. Or maybe if Thomas pulls away, he can actually maybe get a small slipstream.
Yeah.
Matt is certainly going for it and into sector 1.
Billy, whoa, what was that corner cut? That was worse than all chains put together.
On his time in sector 1, but I think he went a little wide and actually out on the grass there.
Yeah. Billy just forgot that the corner was there then and cut the whole thing. It was worse than Shane by a mile. But I think that wasn't intentional. But anyway, Billy, we know you're listening to the stream, so I'm watching you. Don't do that again, please.
You know, I reckon we might see Matt going in for another soft tires.
Yeah, James 1.2 behind TJ.
Oh. Is he gonna steal that win?
Oh, he's not gonna steal it if he overtakes him fairly. You're a bit late, mate. You're a bit late, you know.
Wait, Callum wasn't here? I thought he was there.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking. He was in quali, wasn't he? Was he not in quali? Yeah. Maybe it took him an hour to get his internet sorted, whatever. Or there's 2 commentators, one new, I don't know. That would be a scary thought, though, 2
Matt did not get fastest lap though.
Let's see if Billy cuts the corner. Was he listening? Oh, Bill! Oh, he weren't listening,
but look at Thomas. He's up on his lap, and that is almost out. A little on the grass, losing the back end.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, and I just realized that.
Oh,
Yigamal. He's lost the back end out of that corner.
And he spun it again. Who was the driver back in the early 2000s to in Austria to spin around 3 times, do donuts in the race and then get back going again? Put it in reverse, you idiot! There we go. There we go. No, don't floor it. You're gonna spin again. You're gonna spin. Oh, for God's sake! Please.
And for everyone watching, that is Bran getting a little too excited there.
Okay, I'm angry. You know, come on.
Oh, he's overheated his
he
tires.
hasn't done it again, has he? Oh, for God's sake. And he's a lap down. Oh no, he's spun it again.
And look at this. Look at this, Bran. 9 tenths between the 2 front drivers. TJ is looking good with his ERS though. He's still actually saving down the straight. So
Yigamal, oh my god, come on, man. Oh, you can
get your attention over to something else, Brad.
No, it's just funny.
You're just gonna get more frustrated,
oh, no.
aren't you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, but look
he's
this.
got in the way of Martin.
Look at this.
Well.
Billy is almost back at the rear of Langfell and he's trying to save his ERS.
Martin 4/10 behind Shane. And all the tyres, 3 lap all the tyres.
Martin against Shane.
Yep. Oh, sector 2. It's not Yigamal, is it? It is Yigamal. Oh. Oh, no. It's getting in everyone's way now, as well. Oh, God. Oh, what's he doing? He's on the grass. Trying to get out somebody's way or something. Where is he? Yeah, don't get in the way of... Oh, he spun again. This is... Yeah.
You know, there is actually battles on track to...
he's going to get... No, he's going to get lapped by Matt. Probably. Where's Matt? He's there. Come on. What's he doing? He's not even going forwards anymore.
He's 1 minute behind Matt right now.
What's he doing? He's not even going for... Now he is. There we go.
Oh, and look at this, Martin on Shane down the straight. It's gonna be an easy move. Shane wants to get back at him, but he can't.
Oh, bit of contact.
He almost tries. Might have hit Martin a little in the rear there, but they are both fine through.
Matt's not too far behind. I'm concentrating on this battle. Battle for the lapping Yigamal by Matt. Okay. Anyway, Thomas is in DRS with Michael as well. Battle for P9, nice. I think, yeah.
Oh, there's actually a few battles there now. As Martin seems to go a little defensive, just covering off there. Oh, and Thomas gonna try to get past Michael, but we gotta remember.
Sondre 7/10. We'll keep an eye on that one. Thomas is gonna go around the outside of Michael. Michael goes in on.
He's gonna try it, but can he do it? He can't there.
Yeah, 2/10.
Oh, it's a shame to actually move away from a battle like this, but we gotta get onto the battle about the win here today. As we see.
Matt's right behind him. I'm sorry. It's important, right?
Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, battle for the lead.
Keep watching this battle, unfortunately. But look at this, James is right
Yigamal spun again. Oh, poor him. He's gonna get double lap now. He's gonna be 2 laps down. Yeah, he is. Don't take out the leader. No.
Oh, he's not. And look at this, James. James is pushing with everything he's got. There's 1 more lap to do it, and I can see Yigamal going around again. His tires is done. Oh, and I think James made a mistake in the final sector there. He's not within DRS now. I think that might have actually lost him the chance to win this race. Nah, he has DRS. But he has barely any errors. The same with TJ actually, they're both pushing as much as they can right now.
James did. Shane on the back of Martin. He's gonna go for a move, is he? He's gonna go around the outside. Too far back.
James is moving slightly closer to TJ, but there is only half a lap left of this race.
Yigamal's pitted for some reason. You know? Whatever.
Trust me, if your tires is that done, you're pitting.
Yeah, probably, yeah. He's got a stop go penalty as well, even though for him.
into the
But
final
anyway,
sector. I don't see James being able to pass Halvor now, as they just have a few more corners.
And he's going to go round the final chicane. Good drive, man. Penalties could play, we'll have to see.
True. Halvor over the line in P1. James in P2. No penalties. What about Langfjell as he's coming around the last corner? Gonna join his teammate on the podium. But there is penalties there, and Billy is actually stealing that podium on penalties then.
Wow.
Then in 5th we're gonna have Martin King, yes. Shane in 6th. Christos is gonna get 7th in his racing point.
Oh, Yigamal's gone again. Oh, it's fresh softs. He's been lapped twice by Matt. I'm sorry, I started putting that one out.
Well, it happens.
Oh, Michael, down the inside of Thomas.
And
that was
Jordan
a
in
bit weird.
8th. What about Thomas and Michael? They're gonna battle it out to the end.
That's an interesting line.
Oh, and look at this. It's gonna be close for the line, but it's gonna be Thomas in 9th. Michael in 10th. Then Matt around the final corner to get 11th.
And Yigamal, 2 laps, well, nearly 3 laps now probably. Oh, he finishes. Nowhere, do you know what? Fair play to Yigamal. He didn't give up unlike others. You know, he might have been struggling, but he did not give up.
To be fair, he did not give up, no, and he did do well until he started spinning. Then his tires just
maybe he's got a bit angry with himself.
Got worse and worse. But I mean, we've all been there at some point.
Yeah.
For Bran, it was 2 seasons ago in PSG.
Which one was this? Which one?
That wasn't that the season you were really bad. No, wait, 3 seasons maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, I wasn't that. I'm gonna be on no offense to Yigamal, but I wasn't that bad.
I'm telling you, the start of one of the seasons, Brian, you were.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was the first season of F1 2018. Anyway,
yeah.
DJ Williams and James.
Yeah.
People not to get a penalty.
And you top 3 actually, only drivers without penalties, and that is Halvor Tjontvedt in 1st, James Sands in 2nd, Billy Mossum in 3rd, Björn Einar Langfjell in 4th, Martin King in 5th, Shane Callert in 6th, Christos Kalamides in 7th, Jordan Langley in 8th in his debut. Then it was Thomas McIver and Michael Mukino. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I'm going for it.
Yep.
In 10th.
So are there any podium losers there?
Not for preseason. Unfortunately for the drivers, they were up there. But I gotta say though, it was a good race in the end. There was a lot of battling. There was a lot of good battles too. And we also got to view that Tim will not be unchallenged this season. He might have looked dominant last week, but
yeah.
Who was that brilliant commentator?
We will see. So round 1 in Britain next week.
Round 1 next week in Britain, yeah. Oof, I'm not gonna enjoy my race.
We will see. We will see.
Now you know how I am with Britain, Bran.
Oh yeah, I remember PSGL. That's one thing I remember around Britain, but we won't get into that.
It's a shambles for me.
Yeah, when you took me out, but yeah, like I said.
With that, for everyone who's watched the stream, thank you for watching. If you want to watch more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. More action comes next week as the calendar is kicking off with Britain in round 1. Today I've been Sondre Sorhaug, joined by Brandon Glover to provide you with commentary. And with that, hopefully we'll see you again. Good night and goodbye.